We are part of a giant collab on YouTube with 50 artists. Yes, 50.
Here you go, guys. Thank you, Chantal.
So today's video is a very special one. 50 artists on YouTube are going to be filling in the Create This Book by Mariah Elizabeth.
Technically 51 because we're two artists.
Oh, 51 artists, yeah. So we're going to be filling it in.
That.
Not only that, but it's going to be sent all around the world, which is pretty dang amazing. This might be the biggest collab on YouTube of artists like ever. Now this sketchbook is already been all over the world, and not only that, I think it's probably thicker than any sketchbook that Steph has like ever made, which is kind of bananas.
I think there's only been 15 artists in this so far, and there's going to be, like I said, like 51 in total. So look how full this is.
It's going to look like a Bible by the time it's done. Look at it. It's huge. Look how thick that 50. What have you guys been doing? Now, for those of you guys that might not know who Mariah Elizabeth is, first of all, do you use the internet? She's like the biggest art YouTuber, I think in the world now. And also, if you've been on our channel for a long time, you might remember this video where we actually tried.
Do I get to be part of this?
Oh yeah, you can be in it too. Does this have to look aesthetic, or is this like a speed run?
Speed run.
Oh, is it? It's a speed run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's a moment.
It is, yeah. It's a moomin and a fish. That's what I went with.
Oh, I thought it was a mermoman.
It could be a moomin.
Look at all these artists that have already made their mark inside this sketchbook. Here's a playlist with like everyone and their videos. It started with Aussie Crafter, then was sent over to Rose Requin Crafts, went over to So Craftastic, then to Raya Page, Courageous Painting, Creative Paula, Art with Ashley Monet, Anchored Art Designs, Caution Artist at Play, Chuck Lee, Scott Christian Sava, Paint Crush with Christy Rice, The Cassie Projects, Chantal Arts, and now us, Doodled it!
Hooray! So who are we, in case you don't know? We are Adam and Steph, a British art couple who make art YouTube videos, and we go by the name Doodled it. And yes, we are doodling and dating, and we have been on YouTube, believe it or not, this year for a decade, like 10 years. Now in this book, as you may know, there are so many different prompts, a different prompt on every single page. There's so many to go through and choose, but to do a little twist, because there's two of us, we thought what we might do is pick a prompt for each other.
I think that's a really good idea because we know each other so well, and we also know like what makes each other tick.
Okay.
For my prompt, Adam ended up picking to design a scented candle.
Which is very cute and you, Cora, I think. I think that was a very sweet one. I think that was nice.
When I was looking through like all the different ones, I was thinking of like which ones I'd be interested in picking like for myself if I was picking one for myself. And that actually wasn't one of the ones that came up as like one that I thought. So it was interesting seeing like which ones we've picked for each other.
Okay.
And in return,
oh my god.
Yeah, you can tell them about the one I picked for you.
Now, Steph picked to illustrate a text message conversation that we've sent to each other. Now, let me just say, this is incredibly hard because not only have we been doing YouTube for 10 years, that means we have been living together, working together for the past decade, right? We don't text each other very often, so this...
But when I do, it's usually a silly gif and I'm in the bedroom, like literally just next to
living your best life in the bedroom, texting me when I'm in the other room. We don't text each other. This is the hardest challenge I think she's ever gave me. It's ridiculous. But I managed to find something that I can do for you guys today.
So here's the box that it's come in.
Oh my god, look how cute it is. Oh my god.
Isn't it cute? It's got little gummy bears on it. And there's also a bunch of bits in this as well. Oh my gosh, she's really spoiled us.
There's so much stuff in here. I love handwritten notes. That's like my weakness. Handwritten things in the mail. Oh, there's nothing. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, those are awesome. That's so generous of you. That is so kind.
Now, to be completely honest with you guys, it took me a while to come up with a candle scent that I felt like Yankee Candle hadn't already created, because they seem to have created every candle known to mankind. Even like really abstract concepts. Like we have one called Art in the Park, and I'm still not entirely certain like what scent notes that has or what that's supposed to smell like. What are some scents that Yankee Candle probably haven't created? And at first I thought like maybe negative smells. I came up with like this list that I've got on my phone here where it's things like wet dog, Sharpies, mold, bleach, recently cleaned swimming pool, you know, like very niche scents that I'm pretty sure that Yankee Candle hasn't touched. But I thought these might not be visually very aesthetic candles. And then I had this genius idea, because I love mushrooms, as anyone who's been on our channel for quite a long time knows. So I decided to come up with a fantasy kind of base candle and call it a fungal jungle, because it rhymes and I love rhyming. So my idea behind this is that it's going to be a bunch of like mushrooms that grow in this fantastical jungle, and I can do some kind of like a candle advertisement. I got out like my sketchbook and I drew up a bunch of like little concept ideas where I was sketching out like what could this candle like maybe look like, how do I want to lay out this idea, which I'll put up on screen because I was spending like quite a few days doing those sketches. Now I love drawing like mushrooms in my work. They pop up quite a lot of the time. So I did a couple of pages of sketches just to get a feel for what I want to do for this collab. We're swatching out like some colours down in the bottom right hand corner, but I was thinking that this looks too much like a generic candle, so I ended up coming up with this idea where it's got like a novelty mushroom lid to it.
Ooh, that's good.
Or maybe some kind of like vines hanging through underneath.
I like these.
I've done two different sort of like spread ideas. One where I've got like my candle actually in a fungal jungle.
Oh, that's cute.
And then over on this side, I've got one a bit smaller. And then on the right hand side, I've got a really big close up of a fungal jungle, like the label.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a magazine ad or something.
But one extra little Easter egg.
Yeah, what is this?
This is Yana. Let me introduce you guys to Yana.
She's so
she
angry.
Has a really angry face. I could not resist. I thrifted her, and she was there for such a long time. I think it was her terrifying eyebrows that put people off her, but honestly, that attracted me to her. So she's gonna get a special shout out in the fungal jungle, and we're gonna draw her as a fungal Yana.
Oh, she does look kind of cute with a mushroom hand. Now, for my one, as I was saying, I need to take a text message conversation that I had with Steph, which doesn't happen very often, and I have to turn it into like some kind of
Masterpiece.
Don't. I need to turn it into some kind of story image which depicts and shows basically that text. And I did some crawling and I did some digging, and there isn't very many, but I found one in particular that I'll put on screen for you guys that I think I'll be able to turn into a drawing. Steph often likes to describe the meme, "Would you still love me if I was a worm?" I'm sure you guys have heard that before, right? And I replied to her saying, you know, of course I would. And then I said, "Would you still love me if I was a nasty booty goblin?" And there was like a long pause in the text message.
Like 10 minutes.
It was like a 10-minute
I had
wait.
a good think about it for what it's worth.
I was like, oh my god, is this it? Is this what's going to break the relationship? Then she replies, no. So that's what I'm going to try and draw. I'll draw myself as a nasty goblin. You know what? I'll draw myself as a nasty goblin and I'll draw you as a worm.
Wow.
And that brings me to this piece, which we are going to work on together. I think I'm going to go with the idea where I've got my label on this side.
On the right, yeah. I really
Yeah.
liked that. It's amazing, the stuff that's already been made. It's certainly the biggest. I mean, you guys know who have been part of the channel for a while. We're not really much of a collab channel because there's two of us already. We tend to collab pretty much all the time anyway, so it's a really big deal that we were allowed to be part of this one. It's very exciting.
Okay, I've got my sketch finished up.
That's looking really good, hon. Oh my god. This is something that I don't think I'll ever quite have that Steph does, is the confidence to just go in and just go over everything that you've just done.
Because with acrylic markers, you can just go over everything anyway.
I mean, I guess so, but it's like, you know, all the detail and stuff, it's like, how do you remember where it is?
Something that I've done in this design is that I'm gonna have like a mushroom tree, so it's kind of like a fantastical thing that doesn't exist in real life.
Cute. You've kind of gone above and beyond. Like, not only have you made like a cute little candle, you've sort of made like a little universe and setting for it, which I think is really, really cute.
Okay, I've been blocking in a bunch of colours.
It looks so cute!
I've still got a bunch of colours to block in.
the candle with the like the flower and stuff on top, that's like my favourite bit. That's come out so nice, yeah. I love that blue.
It's purple.
I love that purple. Is it really purple?
It's like a lilac-y.
Oh jeez. I do like that one.
I know you do get confused with like purples and blues.
You could have just ended that with, I know you get confused. Okay, because I'm the pencil boy, I've brought some of my favourites. You might have seen this in a recent Doodles and Tea. I used all of these, and they are my current favourites. And you know my all-time favourite's got to be here too, the 10B by Mitsubishi. Gorgeous. First thing is first, I was having a flick through to create this book, and they've very wisely, and I would never remember to do this, they've been leaving sort of like a space up here. I'll just do it very rough like this, so the prompt can show through. Oh, you've got it there! There we go. Yeah, can you see that? They've been leaving space for this, and I think that's a great idea, so I'm going to do that. And we have a double-page spread, which is actually nice, because it's lots of real estate for me to be working with, which is very exciting. So, I'm going to try, I might do Steph on the left, you know, like, because we're doing the conversation, I might do Steph on the left here as Worm, and then me on the right as like a little gobbo dude. So, let's get in.
What kind of worm are you doing me as?
Oh, how many different types of worm are there?
There's those fuzzy worms on a string.
Oh, you ain't one of those.
Well, I'm just a regular worm.
You're just regular worm. The text message didn't state, would you love me if I was a fuzzy worm? It was just worm. I don't know about you guys, let me know, but I would interpret that as just regular worm. In this, you're asking the question, so you're going to be on the left here, like this. We'll give you, of course, your classic beret.
Thank you.
Because you are an artistic worm.
Just so people can definitely tell this is me.
Yep. Oh, should we give you glasses?
Yeah.
Be like that, and then they loop over. Because we're looking at the back of you here, so... Wow. Are you immersed?
I'm just impressed that you're drawing like a profile of a worm.
Worms is just like a string. Like, this is not advanced art class, hon. I might even include the... I might do it at the end, though. Is it include, like, what was actually said. I guess we could show one of your little eyes. Like that. Do you want a mouth too? I was thinking, because you know, like, I'm going for generic, you know, like earthworm. They tend to have these like little bits that stick out. I was thinking about turning that into like a scarf, because you like to be cozy.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, that just looks like Steph straight away. And then I guess we want to do like little goblin me over here.
Butt goblin.
Yes, but
Nasty.
What was it? Nasty butt goblin or booty goblin? It was one of those. No, I was gonna have him like half lidded, but he might look a bit too sultry like that. So
Well, he is a butt goblin.
he's not a sultry butt goblin.
Oh, okay.
I'll use a thinner one for this one because we want to do him some teeth. Because goblins, at least the ones that I've seen, have pretty...
How many have you seen?
Oh, you know, being a nasty butt goblin, you make a few friends along the way. Do you ever like look at? Oh, look at that! Yeah, like the really thin pupils.
Such tiny nostrils for such a big nose.
Oh my god, is that a compliment or an insult? I don't know how to take that. Do you think if I'm a booty goblin, should I have a butt chin? Because I don't look very bootified yet, do I? Like if I do this, like really like scrungly. Oh, that's nasty, I like it. Like this. Because I need to be showing you my butt somehow. Kind of like that. Then I also want like really thin, spindly legs. You know, like one of those really thin spiders. I'm giving you like a little peek from the side.
Oh, the wholesome art that's in this book. You're drawing a butt.
Hey, all I can say, guys, is that if you're disappointed, blame Steph, because she chose this for me. Not only is this a big collab, but this is also a lesson of the consequences of your actions.
You're the one who said nasty butt goblin. I just said whoa.
Oh, should he have like a butt goblin tongue, to like a forked tongue? That's pretty cool.
How's that butt related?
Yeah, that's how he cleans his butt.
Oh, I wish I never asked.
that's his booty scrubber. It's fun drawing little monsters, you know. If you guys ever get hung up in like the anatomy of a character or something like that, you get stressed out. Sometimes it's good just to take a break. Just draw like a nasty monster thing, because the anatomy doesn't matter. You can just make it up as you go along. But if you're doing like a monster or a fantasy creature or something like that, just make it up as you go along. It doesn't matter. Now, if he's a booty goblin, he's going to be carrying, of course, his favourite item, toilet roll.
Very smart.
No booty goblin would be caught dead without loo roll, but he's a fancy butt goblin, so he folds it into the little triangles. Have you seen that? I've never really considered the appeal of it. Why would you? Because everyone knows what happens with toilet roll. Why would you make it so fancy? He's naked. You've got a beret and a scarf on. He looks very naked right now. I want to give him some armpit hair. Gorgeous. Should we give him like a little I want to give him like a little modesty skirt or something like that. Maybe, he can wear an apron. That's perfect. Oh, he's gorgeous. And it can say on it, kiss my butt instead of kiss the cock. Gorgeous. Who wouldn't love this? You'd be missing out, look. He cooks, he brings you toilet roll. He's not afraid of showing you what he has available. You'd be missing out, hun.
I can't believe our work is finally in this book, and now I'm going to be passing it along to Emma.
Got it. Thanks, Steph and Adam. This is getting heavy.